this comes the way of Derek Strickland of Tweaktown. He just posted this. It's at Deke Tweak on Twitter. Now, obviously, he is the head of that organization known as Tweaktown. Sometimes they have stuff that's worth reading. Sometimes they don't. Well, this is one of those situations that I think if you are an Xbox fan, you are smiling because what he said here is, I think, the future. I think it's the future that is happening. I think that you're going to see more of this continue to happen when older IPs continue. Like, for instance, Fallout has this massive resurgence because of the show that was amazing, right? So Fallout 76 saw the biggest numbers in the history of the actual IP over the last weekend. You've had people like myself run back to Fallout 4. And I really, like I said, sometimes I want to punch myself because I really wanted to start it with the new update that's coming next week.
I'm waiting until the 25th, baby.
And I couldn't wait because I was so wrapped up and swept up into the hype of Fallout. I'm like, I just want to play an hour. And then an hour turned into 3 hours. Now I'm 5 hours in and I'm like, God, I got to stop. I got to just stop. So what am I talking about, folks? This is, again, this literally was just posted at 11:18 a.m. By, again, Derek Strickland. And this is the tweet, folks. Microsoft currently has more games on PlayStation Store's top 25 best-selling list than Sony does. The list includes 2 Fallout games and 2 first-party Microsoft titles that were previously only available on Xbox. That is striking. And I think that, folks, this is what it is. It's happening. Microsoft, again, C and I, we don't care, right? We're not getting any money. That's the truth of the matter is. But, when you look at how Xbox was shunned for putting games on PC, and obviously I'm not going to sit here in front. I still have an issue with some of the moves they made with putting other games onto PlayStation. I'm an old man. I'm an old guard. I understand it. I don't apologize for it, but I understand the business. But this is really interesting because this list, and we're going to get to it right now. I literally have the article in front of me, and it goes on to say, let me see, now on to the data. Now, he puts the data here for everyone to see. And these are I'm going to read you the list verbatim, and then let you jump in. According to this list that he put together, it's 25 games. He does have a graphic here, and the pie chart, the largest portion of this pie chart, which, once you get talking, I'm going to bring it up on screen so everyone can see. I'll do a live feed, is Microsoft, followed by Sony, Take-Two, and EA. So this is the actual breakdown, folks. Of the top 25 games on PlayStation, Microsoft has 7 of them. Sony has 5 of them. Take-Two has 3, and EA has 3. And the percentage breakdown is 28% for Microsoft, 20% for Sony, 12% for Take-Two, 12% for EA. And here is the list. Fortnite, now again, from 1 to 25 in order. Fortnite, Call of Duty, NBA 2K24, MLB The Show, Madden 24, Helldivers 2, Overwatch 2, EA Sports FC 24, WWE 24, GTA 5, no surprise there, Roblox, Sea of Thieves, Rainbow Six Siege, Destiny 2, Apex Legends, Fallout 4, Hankaya Star Rail, which I never heard of, Dragon's Dogma 2, Minecraft, Fallout 76, Genshin Impact, Stellar Blade, Grounded, and Rise of the Ronin, and finally at 25, Smite 2. Wow, dude. Like, I mean, what could you honestly say?
Rise of the Ronin 24?
Yeah.
24, brand new game.
Yeah.
Exclusive to PlayStation.
While you give your hot take on this shocking news, because that's what it is. Obviously, Grounded's not out yet. Sea of Thieves isn't out yet. Minecraft is a constant. Call of Duty, obviously, becoming first party was a huge deal, which is why they fought so hard to get it. It's going to be a bigger deal come this fall, especially for Xbox. But see, money. The times are changing. Obviously, I don't think many of the PlayStation proper are ready for the changes. Obviously, we've already seen on the socials that there is this massive pushback for Sony putting their games onto PC. We talked about it last night on Primetime Gaming that a lot of us believe that day and date, we don't think it's going to happen this year, it's almost positive that it's going to happen next year. We've had, again, what's going to be the first game? I mean, obviously there's a lot of choices, but we do think that it's around the corner. Let's get your hot take on this, man, while I do a screen share.
Yeah, I mean, well, number one, they ain't got no games coming out this year, so it'll be a little hard for them to go ahead and drop a day of date this year. Um, but yeah, I mean, as far as the actual that list and Microsoft being such a big part of it, I mean, understand this is what they wanted. Right? This was their goal. This is what they're striving for, right? Like this is exactly what they want to have happen here. Um, so at the end of the day, these are why you see Microsoft making the moves that they've been making, because again, they are getting it from everywhere, right? They're taking whatever money can come and they're doing it in a way where they can still give us Xbox owners and PC Xbox owners the games that we want coming in the Game Pass, first party bangers that are coming while not really affecting us. Again, and look at something like Sea of Thieves, man. Like Sea of Thieves is number 12 in compared to Call of Duties and NBAs and Maddens,
And
right?
we're
Like
going to
this is
segue into that because a little something happened yesterday that we saw a narrative running that somehow PlayStation was responsible in some way for the 40 million number. Folks, that's not what happened. 40 million players, all Xbox and all PC.
all Xbox
That
PC,
number is without PlayStation, just looking
which
at this
obviously
list,
yes.
is going to be big, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's huge. It's huge that this is a Microsoft property that's on there and it's taking over, right? And again, you just look at the list, look at the pie chart, man. Microsoft is taking over. And you know what? Articles like this is what they want. Like, understand that they're going beyond our little bubble, right? They wanna make sure
Yep.
that everyone hears about Microsoft being the big dogs in gaming, right? Which will naturally lead over time to people saying, "You know what? Maybe let's just go the Xbox route," right? Like, that's what they're hoping for. But I mean, look at this, man. You got Fallout games. Now, obviously, they had a big boost because of the show, but think about that for a second. They put out a show. Look at this list with Fallout's in there. Right? I
Yeah.
mean, all in a time when PlayStation has nothing of value coming out in the foreseeable future, right? Like, it's nice to see, Helldivers, on this list, right? Like,
Yes,
it's
I
nice
agree.
that some people actually bought it, but even then, when you think about the numbers of that, this is this is, um this is a game that's been out for a while, right? Like, it's been out for a while already, um, for something compared to, like, Sea of Thieves, which is 12 and it's, you know, just came out, right? Like I mean, I'm sorry, it's not even out. This is just the beta that just came out, right? Like
And can I add some context to that? Because you mentioned the beta, and I would have not even remembered this. Um, Folks, did you know that so many people signed up and were playing the beta for Sea of Thieves on PlayStation that it clogged up the servers, that they
oh
could
yeah.
not keep up with the demand? Think about that for a second. Now, granted, look, let's be clear. Sea of Thieves Not for me. You've heard my stories. I've tried it. I played the single player Pirates of the Caribbean. That was awesome. I have not tried the safer seas because I just, again, just time is really what it comes down to, and you got to dedicate time to that. And even though it's not for me, I am so excited for everyone who is going to currently enjoy it and continue to enjoy it, but new players. But please continue.
I mean, but again, like, look at that. This is 12 and it's just the beta. It hasn't been released. It's not something that people are just seeing popped up on their PlayStations saying, "Hey, out now, come try it out." Right? Like that's gonna be a huge thing, man. That damn game is gonna jump up. And again, I don't, coming from the Xbox perspective, for me, like, I'm not somebody who's gonna sit there and, you know, really cry over something like that that I knew I wasn't taking a part of, and that I knew, it's all about them being able to keep it going, right? Again, Xbox being a dev, a consumer and dev first company, they want to make sure their devs are happy, and Rare wants to keep making that game, right? So, this is all good news, man, for Microsoft, for us Xbox fans, because you got to remember, man, every dollar that comes in from all these other places are funding our games. They're funding our exclusives. They're funding our Game Pass, which, I mean, they're not slowing down, fam. Like, Game Pass is going and going, and it's outside of just Microsoft titles, dude. Like, they're out here giving us third party day and dates on a constant. Like, we keep seeing them from big companies to indies, right? Like, we have, Capcom's bringing out that Path of the Goddess that looks crazy, right? It's day one Game Pass. And then you got a whole bunch of other of these smaller indie games that are coming day and date. I mean, like, this is what gamers want on the Xbox side, right? Like, this is what we've been looking for, and we've been getting it consistently. And again, this is a snowball that's been going down the hill, and it's not stopping, right? There's no cresting of this, plateau. It's going to be going straight down, constantly getting bigger and bigger, giving us more and more. And that's all we can ask for, man. Like, that's
Yeah.
all we can ask for as gamers.